Are you tired of toxic assholes ruining your fantasy football experience? Consider joining us at the Worthless Fantasy Federation. We run multiple different kinds of leagues. We have a 32-team NFL simulation style fantasy league. That's what most of our content is based around. You know, you can see the podcast episodes on the channel here that directly correlate to that league, but we also have a salary cap league where we have custom rules designed around a salary cap simulation. We have a 16-team Dynasty Superflex league. We have multiple best ball leagues. Next year we'll be introducing another 32-team NFL simulation style league, a 16-team Dynasty IDP league, and another salary cap simulation league using IDP. And much more to come in 2025 and beyond. I pride myself in, building this community free of toxicity and the stuff that normally comes along with a fantasy football, free leagues that you find on Reddit or wherever. No toxic assholes here. We're just a group of people trying to have fun. Everybody's welcome. I don't care what walk of life you're from. You're welcome here. And I will do my best to help you have fun in fantasy football again. We are very active. I'm always available to help. If you're new to fantasy football, I have no issue helping you learn and get better. We have free leagues, we have paid leagues, we're expanding all the time and starting new leagues every year. So if you're looking for something different in fantasy football, something less toxic, something a little more serious, or if you're just looking to learn and you want a place to feel accepted and to make friends, consider joining the Worthless Fantasy Federation. Link to our Discord is in the description. Or if you wanted to just reach out and ask some questions, you can, comment here on YouTube. I will answer. You can reach out on Discord. Just join up in the Discord and DM me. I am Worthless Watkins. I really hope you give this a shot. Thanks.
I'm sad, so you don't get a special welcome into this Week 11 edition.
That's bullshit.
It's a sad day for both of us, for your commissioners.
I'm okay.
No, you lost. You're not okay.
I'm fine because the Vikings also lost. That's what truly matters.
I'm mad. I'm mad.
I don't get the first seed, but I'm still gonna win all I care about.
It's always bad when you lose, but it's even worse when it's family that you lose to. So my uncle can go eat a box of his last names. So
I'll use context to finish that
his
joke.
last name is Cox, by the way. So
there you go.
Yeah, that's all right. That's enough pitying. Thank you for all of your well wishes during that. What's going on, Watkins? Anything?
I already got shit. Uploaded the finale of the Condors rebuild this morning. Go watch it if you haven't. Did I win the
Right
Super
on.
Bowl? Did I not?
Probably not.
I'm not
I don't
gonna
know.
spoil it.
Yeah. All right. Let's go ahead and get this Band-Aid off real quick. So let's go over Week 10. I lost. Watkins lost. Good job, Pittsburgh. Good job, Panthers. 117 to 164 was my score. 151 to 181 was yours. Tampa got their first win, beating the Packers 133 to 65. Falcons are the only 9-1 team left. Even oh my god, I hate life right now. 126 to 119. You had one job, Minnesota. Detroit beat New Orleans in the Battle of the Mids, 136 to 124. Arizona, by my standings, surprised Philadelphia, beat them 147 to 111. Dallas.
We both picked the Cardinals to win. It was Philadelphia's bye week.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Dallas beat Seattle 233 to 204, the high scoring game. San Francisco beat the Giants 219 to 101. Washington beat the Rams 175 to 85. Baltimore beat the Texans 125 to 26. We'll keep an eye on this score, but as it stands, the Titans beat the Bengals and probably the closest game we've had so far, 131.9,
Less than a
131.
point.
Ulmer held on. Once again, we'll keep an eye on this one as well and beat the Colts 191 to 186. Buffalo beat the Raiders 177 149. Does it say the Jets beat the Chiefs?
Yeah. You and your
Yeah,
fucking
2 weeks
Jets.
in a row. 2 weeks in a row. The Jets beat the Chiefs 203 to 149. The Chargers in a barn burner beat the Dolphins 85 to 70. You're probably happy you ended up following me on that.
I
instead of
sure
fading.
am.
And then the Broncos beating the Patriots 162 to 190.96. Which leaves us with a record of Chicago still in first place at 8-2 because Minnesota lost. They are 6-4, pretty much locking up your division.
Yep.
Detroit's at 4-6, and the Packers go to 0-10. You have the Eagles and the Cowboys in a fight for first still in the East at 7-3. The Redskins at 4-6, and the Giants at 1-9. In the South, the Falcons, because they apparently don't know how to lose, are still one up on the Panthers at 9-1 and 8-2 respectively, with the Saints at 4-6 and the Buccaneers winning their first game, going 1-9. The West is just a cluster. 3 teams are 6-4, and then the
Yeah.
Rams are 3-7. So you got the Seahawks, 49ers, and Cardinals all at 6-4, which that's going to probably be the big race to watch coming down the stretch here. The West, in terms of playoffs, is kind of a cluster.
The fun part about that is 6-4 is not good enough to make the playoffs in the NFC right now. So the only way that any of those teams make the playoffs is by winning their. Because right now the 7th seed is the Vikings at 6 and. I guess they have the most points though, but after that it's a 7 team.
I mean, theoretically, they all could lose out and somebody end up outscoring Minnesota somehow.
I guess, but the Vikings have a lot of points, so I highly doubt it. It's pretty much for that West division, it's win the division or miss the playoffs.
Yeah, so I mean, right now it's looking Bears, Vikings, Eagles, Cowboys. That's 4. Falcons, Panthers is 6, and then whoever wins out of this becomes the 7th team to go in there. And it's pretty similar actually in the North. It's a little more cut and dry though. Steelers are pretty much locked in. I think they just need to win one more game, or Baltimore lose one more, and they'll actually clinch the division. They're 8-2. Baltimore's at 5-5, and the Bengals and Ulmer are both at 4-6. And the East, the Bills are holding on to that top spot at 7-3. Jets are 5-5. Dolphins and Patriots both at 3-7. In the South, I lost, but so did Indianapolis. So we are still in first and second, respectively, at 8-2 and 7-3, with the Titans at 4-6, and the Texans never going to win in the century, apparently. In the West, the Chiefs are at 8-2, the Broncos 7-3, the Raiders are 6-4, and the Chargers are 1-9. So it's kind of, like I said, more cut and dry looking here. You've got Pittsburgh going, the Bills, me, the Colts, the Chiefs, and the Broncos, more than likely those 6. And then you got Las Vegas at 6-4, holding that spot, but you do have 2 5-5 teams that could catch up to them. Really, the only one that has a chance is probably the Jets due to points, because Broncos have 17.99-4, Jets have 16-14, and then you have Baltimore at 10-40, one of the lowest amounts in the league. So as for the MVP watches on the offensive side of the ball, Tyreek Hill still in first place, but only by 6 points, being followed by Josh Allen in his 28 interceptions already this year. CMC still in the talks at 218. Then you got Diggs at 205 and Allen at 204, tied with Brown. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 offensive players already over that 200 mark. On the other side of the ball, you got, I just wish you would drop off so I wouldn't even try his name. Oluokun at 232, Franklin 221, Bernard at 216, Edwards at 207, and then Smith Roquan at 202 to round out those top 5. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys on that side of the ball with 200 points. I do know
Fucking
that
three of them are on the Carolinas defense. 3 of them are on Carolina's defense.
Yes, and I know that Crosby is, or not Crosby. Watt down here at 197 is being shopped around quite a lot too, for all those who are trying to sneak into the playoffs. So, all right, well, this is an interesting week for our pick'ems.
It was.
So let's know. Let us know how bad we all messed up.
Well, we all picked the Jaguars to beat the Steelers, and you fucked us.
Man.
We all correctly called the Buccaneers to beat the Packers. Falcons Vikings, the WFF were the only correctly picked the Falcons. Lions Saints, I fucked up and picked the Saints. We all correctly chose Cardinals. Cowboys Seahawks, I am the only one who correctly called the Cowboys to win. 49ers Giants, Commanders Rams, Ravens Texans, we all called correctly. Bengals Titans, you were the only one to correctly call the Titans, but that game could easily flip tomorrow. We all chose the Colts to beat the Browns and fucked up there. We all correctly called the Bills to beat the Raiders. Jets Chiefs, you were the only one to correctly pick the Jets. Chargers Dolphins, the WFF fucked up by picking the Dolphins. Lucked out with the Chargers winning. We all correctly called the Broncos to win, and all 3 of us chose me to win in the game of the week over the Panthers, and, well, sorry. I fucked that up for all of us.
I hope you're proud of yourself.
Yeah, so you got 11 of 16 correct for 69% called correctly. Nice. And me and the WFF each got 9 of 16 for 56% correct.
Not so nice.
Not so nice. The overall total standing right now, PJ in first place at 125 of 160 games called correctly for 78%. Me at 121 for 76%, and the WFF at 120 for 75%. But you factor in bonus points, it would be first place to WFF and second place in me.
Yeah, pick up your game, Watkins.
Not by much. There's still 3 weeks worth of games.
3 weeks worth of games, and probably 3/4 of them are going to be like giveaway games.
So it's going to come down to just a couple of games. Technically, I'm only 6 points back from you. But if Titans Bengals flip, then I'll be 5 points back from you.
Well, it's a good thing I got the bonus
close
game.
Still.
We'll
That's including the bonus point.
Well, we're gonna have an amazing game of the week this week for you guys.
Barn burner.
It's gonna be so awesome. Like I said, we want to try and get as many different people in there to give them a shot to have a game of the week to focus on their teams and stuff like that. Obviously, with only 13 weeks and 26 teams, not everybody's going to get in, but we don't want to just focus primarily on the teams that are all going to be like playoff bound. So we'll get to it here. We're going to go over week 11. We're going to start with the Jaguars and the Titans. I should make a comeback and win this game, so I'm going to go with me.
Yeah, I'm likewise going with you. I would hope you don't fall to the Titans at least.
Thanks. I'm pretty sure the Colts lost to them earlier this year, so
it is possible.
Yeah. So yeah, nothing is, and they're 4-6. They're a pretty decent team. So, Bears and Vikings. He still has Taylor on bye.
Yeah, and Cooper Kupp on his bench.
Cooper Kupp is on his bench, so he can just move Henry on up there. I think there was somebody else on his bench that I was kind of surprised is still down there. I think I'm going to go with you because I think you put the dagger in his heart right here and just guarantee the
That's the plan. I should have my Bears back from injury. I should have Justin Fields, Tremaine Edmonds, and Quay Walker all back this week. So should be at full strength, and I'm hoping that I can finally put an end to the chase.
Okay. Lions and Packers. I'm going with the Lions. The real question is, can the Lions finish out strong and end up with a winning record with a subpar team?
Yeah,
So,
it's
uh,
possible. I'm likewise going
I
with the Lions.
they should be 5-6 after this week, so we'll see. Packers may actually make it a bit of a game. Let's see, Eagles Giants. I I can't see the Giants winning this. The Giants in real life suck.
Yeah.
They're just not producing now. I mean, they're probably going to get the first pick in this year's draft, which is crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna go Eagles.
Same.
I really wanted this to be game of the week, but I couldn't because they both have already done it. I think the Redskins twice,
Yep.
and the Cowboys won like the very first week. So, Cowboys and Redskins. This is probably going to be the closest game of the week.
Probably 'cause
Dallas
Commanders'
needs to
defense
win.
better. Yes, Dallas needs to win. They have to win.
I it is good for them that Dallas in real life is playing Carolina. So
And the
I'm going to go
Lions are
Dallas.
playing the Bears. And I think I'm going to take that. I think I'm going to take Commanders.
Okay. I mean, you got to make some waves here.
Yeah.
So
I don't love it, but I'm going to go Commanders.
okay. Falcons and Panthers. This is another one that could have been game of the week, but Panthers just won this last week, so and they need to get a hold of me. So get a hold of me so I can get you your winnings. DM me. Slide into them. This is a hard week also because just a reminder to everybody, this is the last week for trading, so trade deadline is Monday. So there could be a lot of movement going on that case as well. I'm gonna go with the Panthers. I think the Panthers win this and make that division really, really interesting for the last couple weeks on who wins.
I likewise like the Panthers here. Their defense is just, man. I mean, I
It's
look at
pretty
their
crazy.
offense and I'm like, man, how did I lose to this team? How are they 8-2? And then I get to their defense and I'm like, oh yeah, that's how.
Hey, how did you lose? I'm pretty sure I beat them.
Might have got lucky. I don't know. That defense is nasty. I am likewise picking the Panthers to win here. I think that'll make for a real good storyline because I think that there's a world where the Falcons fall to like the fourth or the fifth seed here, and the Falcons end up as the one seed.
Yeah, they got to play me, I think, next week. So Rams Seahawks. I think the Seahawks win. They stay in the hunt for that division title.
Yeah, I'm also likewise picking the Seahawks here.
This is a fun one. The 49ers and the Cardinals. One of them has to be 6-5. So
Yeah.
I gut instinct, I want to say 49ers.
Yeah, same.
I'm going to go with the 49ers.
I think I likewise am going to go with the 49ers, which is sad because, man, the Cinderella story of the Cardinals potentially making the playoffs would have been fun, but I think this is gonna be the
I
dagger
mean,
that kills the Cardinals' playoff chances.
I don't know if it's really a Cinderella story because I'm pretty sure that in my power rankings at one point I had them way up there. Like,
Yeah, but they were not favorites to make the playoffs. I'm pretty sure at
no,
one point they were like 2-5.
looking now, yeah, I had them 7th in pre-draft, and I don't know how I fucked this up, but I put them at 13th post-draft. But we're gonna sit there and brag about how great their draft was. So, whatever. It all means nothing except for this last one.
Yeah.
I'd really like to go at some point and go back and just look through the clips where we put what we thought each team was going to have for their record and just see how dumb we were.
I could.
Um,
I could potentially like edit that together. That would be so much. Oh.
it would be quite a bit of work. That's on you. So Ulmer and the Ravens. I I think Ulmer wins,
Yeah.
and I think once Ulmer wins, the AFC North is pretty much done. At that point.
Yeah, I agree. I'm gonna go with the Browns.
Bengals Steelers. Just so there's no confusion, the Steelers are going to win too. Yeah, I'm going to go with the Steelers. So they're just going to
Yeah,
make
like
sure that they win it at home.
yeah, likewise. I'm gonna. There's.
Dolphins Bills. This ought to be fun. You know, I want to be spicy and I want to pick the Dolphins. The main reason I'm not going to is because I don't know if Madison is going to be back this week. And they have one other running back, and that's Jeff Wilson. So I think if it wasn't for that, Miami would probably have a real good shot at winning. But I got to go with Buffalo on this.
Yeah, I'm likewise going with the Bills.
Patriots must be on bye. Yeah. Okay. So his entire defense is on
Yep.
bye.
Jets get a free win this week.
And his entire bench is on bye. So,
Yep.
yeah, I'm gonna go with the Jets.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, so they're gonna be 6-5. So they're gonna keep pace at least.
Yep.
Colts beat the Texans
Definitely.
unless something happens crazy and the Texans win.
Impossible.
Chiefs and Broncos. I was hoping for more out of this game, but
Yeah, the
it's looking
Broncos
like
are on bye.
yeah, it's looking like it's just the Chiefs. So, and Atlanta. So he doesn't have Bijan either.
Yep.
Nor does he have Michael Thomas
Nope. Yeah,
or Alvin Kamara.
he's in bye week hell this week.
Yeah,
It's a bad time
so
for it when you're playing the Chiefs.
that's the worst week for him to have. Whenever it's the one team that he has to beat to win the division. So Chiefs are going to win, and then the Raiders are going to beat the Chargers.
Definitely. I agree there.
Which makes it interesting because that means the Broncos will be 7-4 as well as the Raiders. So
Yep.
points wise, let's see how close they are. 14. The Raiders have scored more points than the Broncos at this point.
Interesting.
So if that all comes to fruition and nothing really crazy happens in the points, the Raiders would be second place in that division.
That's insane.
That's crazy. See what happens when we give you props mid-season. You get all big-headed, and then you just decide you don't want to try anymore, and then you might not even make the playoffs. Could have won $20 by winning that division, man. All right, on to the game of the week. We got the 1-9 Bucks and the 4-6 Saints. Projected scores of 67-63.
Woo!
So,
Barn burner.
I mean, to be honest, this isn't the first time I've pulled for the Saints to be on the game of the week. I think I had them against. I wanted them to go against Atlanta or something earlier in the year, and there's a fucking fly, and it's bugging me. I guess it didn't help. I have ketchup sitting over here from me just eating. So welcome to the big leagues there. It basically what this is going to come down to in terms of any kind of circumstance or like any kind of like consequences. It could technically, I guess, push the Saints out of playoff contention, and the Bucks could kind of get themselves out of the bottom 5 for a draft pick. But I'm pretty sure they don't even have their first pick anyway. So, in fact, I'm almost positive. I'm pretty sure the Ravens have it. So let's go ahead and go in detail about some of these people I don't even know. So at running back, we've got Johnson versus Mitchell.
Rojo.
Yeah,
man, I don't. They both only get a couple carries a game. Keaton Mitchell does a little bit more with his carries. Rojo gets targeted out of the backfield though occasionally. The Bears' backfield is a fucking hot mess, but so is the Ravens. So I'm lost on this one.
I'm gonna go with Mitchell because when he has been active.
Yeah, he's been doing something with his touches.
Yeah, he's been doing something. So maybe Mitchell is actually going to score him more than 4 or 6 points.
Yep.
So he may be close to 10, 12. So
well, I mean, Gus Edwards is still running back 1 there. Pete Mitchell is certainly making a case for solid running back 2 instead of competing with Hill. And likewise, I'm
Uh,
gonna go with Mitchell.
okay. Scotty is Scotty, right? Scotty Miller and Kadarius Toney.
I
Miller's
mean,
on bye, so
and he does not have anyone to replace him, so it's a blank spot versus Kadarius Toney.
can I pick the blank spot?
No, because Kadarius Toney's gonna get at least one catch. He's gotten at least one catch every game, so
He had 0.9 points in week 3. I mean, he could pull a Marvin Jones and, catch, fumble, end up -1 points for the day.
true. But I'm gonna go with Kadarius Toney. I think he'll score
I'm
at
gonna go with
least.
the odds and say Kadarius Toney. Yeah,
Yeah.
not a very good wide receiver one there. OBJ versus
Darius
Davis.
Davis.
Darius Davis. There we go. I don't think OBJ is good. I think he hasn't been good for a couple of years. He's been coming on a little strong here the past couple of weeks.
Yeah, I mean he gets on average like 4 to 6 targets per game, where Darius Davis is getting. I'm gonna go with OBJ, but
Yeah, I mean,
it's still not great.
it looks like it looks like Darius Davis is getting most of his points from special teams. Yeah, so I mean, it's got to be OBJ. Tight ends, we got Sample versus DeGuara, who's their third tight end.
I think he actually might be like their fourth. He's like a blocking tight end. Doesn't really.
He is second, actually ahead of Tucker Kraft, which is kind of crazy to me.
Yeah, but I don't know that he's actually. I don't trust a buy or a depth chart for a tight end because you've got tight ends who's utility tight ends that are blocking a lot, and I'm pretty.
Other than week 4, he's had no more than 2 targets, and in fact, he's only had 8 targets so far this year in 10 games, 9 games, I guess. They had a bye.
Whereas Sample has had 3 targets last week and 4 targets the week before.
He's been having a couple more targets here recently. Although he is their fourth tight end on the here.
I'm gonna go with Sample,
go
but it's still not. It's not great.
Hasty versus Ahmed. Hasty's on bye, so
he does not have anyone to replace him. So I guess I'm going with
okay.
Ahmed. Yeah, and
we got to do all the flex. We got Hasty, Vaughn, Ahmed, Troutman.
still
Got
gonna
to go
with,
Ahmed, Troutman.
Yeah, Oddman Troutman. That's still not great, but it is what it is.
Especially since Keyshawn Vaughn might be not playing also. So
yeah, he was a healthy scratch last week, so he's not hurt. He's just not good.
Okay, super flex. We got a quarterback in Trask and Laviska Chenault. Laviska Chenault. Well, is Chenault out? That's a question.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just an ankle injury. Even if he plays or is out, I mean, doesn't really have anyone to replace him. Ty Johnson, I guess, the Bills running back who's had one rush all season.
I'm gonna call this a push. I don't think either of them are going to score any points. So
yeah, I'll take the Laviska Chenault side no matter who starts there because Kyle Trask isn't gonna do anything unless Baker Mayfield randomly gets hurt. So.
Yeah. All right. So IDPs, was Vita Vey, right? Is that his name? Yeah, Vita Vey.
Badarian Mathis. Vita Vea is the clear choice here because he's actually a player.
4 points so far this year. He scored 4 points.
Yeah, Vita Vea has scored almost 100.
Okay.
Vita Vea is one of the best D tackles in the league.
For defensive linemen, we got Barrett, Tyron Shoyinka, and Reed and Tuttle.
I'm gonna take the Bucks side. I mean, Shaquille Barrett is good, and so is Troy and Shoyinka. I don't know anything about Jaron Reed's pretty mid. He's had a couple of big weeks. Shy Tuttle is a defensive tackle for the Panthers.
Oh, what is this? What is
tackle
this?
Numbers. They can't see that. Why are you typing that in chat?
Don't interrupt. They'll see it when they see them.
Oh, I see it.
Jesus Lord, I spelled interrupt wrong. Whatever. Gotta get back. That's nope, wrong game. Wrong bad game. All right, so
I'm taking
yeah,
Shaquille Barrett and Joe Troy and Shaquille.
yeah, we're going with Tampa Bay. Linebackers, we got David and Neal versus Tibby and Gardeck. That's pretty much a no-brainer.
Yeah, I can't believe he still has Levante David on the roster.
Yeah, you should trade him to me. Winfield, Emerson at DB versus Mathis and McCreary. I do like McCreary.
Yeah, but Antoine
Mathis.
Winfield is a monster.
I do like Mathis. I don't.
Martin Emerson's doing pretty good too.
Emerson kid's been doing pretty good.
Yeah, I'm taking the Buck side all day. McCreary's really good, but I think Winfield is just as good. And then Emerson Mathis from the side.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, nothing really of note on the bench.
Nothing on the bench.
The Saints are on bye this week too, which is insane that he still actually has enough of a roster to keep this a close game.
Is it close enough? Is the question.
I mean, all it takes is a couple of big games from some of these guys, and he could push past. But I just think that Buccaneers defense is too much to get through this week for him.
I think I'm going Tampa. Tampa wins their second game of the week in a row.
And that's insane with 2 players on bye and a player who's out and a 0 at quarterback. He's still projected to win just because of his defense.
Wait, he's sliding you 100 now? AC Naylor. All right. What's the verse got? What are they picking?
What are they picking?
I don't know. That's why I asked.
We'll find out in 5 minutes. Okay. WFF have picked with their 5 responses today. The Bears to beat the Vikings 4-1.
Okay.
Eagles to clear the Giants 100%.
Wow.
Panthers to clear the Falcons 4-1. Seahawks to beat the Rams 100%. Steelers to beat the Bengals 100%. Jags to beat the Titans 100%. Chiefs to beat the Broncos 4-1. Lions to beat the Packers 100%. Cowboys to beat the Commanders 4-1. Browns to beat the Ravens 4-1. 49ers to beat the Cardinals 4-1. 100% on the Saints to win in the game of the week. Damn. They must not realize Saints are on bye. Jets to clear the Patriots 100%. Colts to beat the Texans 100%. Raiders to beat the Chargers 100%. Lots of 100%s.
Yeah. Anything surprise you there?
Yes. That I'm missing a game. 4, 5. But yeah, the Bills Dolphins game is not on here.
That's crazy. You suck.
Yeah, that's my bad.
Did you put this morning too?
I sure did.
Right now, start up a new one.
No.
As soon as
It'll be fine. We'll just have to pick the Bills. That's who's projected to win. That's who we picked. That's who they would have picked.
Can't complain about 5 people whenever you put it up 5 hours before we start doing this.
Doesn't really matter. At most, we get like 7 to 8 at a time.
Oh,
Just a bunch of people that don't really care.
Now Buff Bagwell's getting in on this too. Shut up, Buff. Hate you. I don't really hate you. It's all for show. But...
Watch your mouth when you're talking to the time back-to-back 1993-1994 Blockbuster Video Gaming World Champion. Okay.
The part that really actually hurts is when he says he wasn't alive then, but he's also 26. That's the part that hurts. Because I was 11 and 12 during those years.
I was 2 and 3. Yeah, don't forget, you're old. And
Thanks.
I'm old. You're really old.
Thanks. Oh man. All right. So there's our picks. I mean, I'm thinking that probably at least, I would say at least 3 teams in each division probably clinch a playoff spot. It won't show because we have week 14 actually there, and we don't actually have the right amount of playoff teams because it doesn't work like that on Sleeper to where we can do 14. So Watkins gets the joy of fixing all that up when that's needed.
Yep.
Have fun with that.
It only took a couple minutes.
Sure. It would only take a couple minutes to kill this fly if I ever caught it. All right. With that, is there anything you want to add?
No. Like I said at the top, go watch the Condors rebuild finale if you care. I said it in the video, but I gotta get with Kimchi about doing the next rebuild. I still need to record more of the WFF simulation in Madden 24. We're at the playoffs there already, so I don't know. I've been slacking on that.
Well, quit slacking.
Yeah, well.
I can't wait till I win this pick'em so I can make you shave. It's gonna be great.
Brittany will hate.
I don't know what I want to do yet. I don't know if I want to hurt you financially or
You can't
visually.
hurt me financially. What? How are you gonna hurt me financially?
I was thinking about making you buy a game for me.
That's no. That's not a punishment. You can't make me spend money.
It sounds like a punishment. You're trying to get out of it.
You can set that as a punishment, and I will never do it.
Man, it sucks.
You can make me shave or do something gross like that. That is the spirit of a punishment. Buying you a game.
What if I make you? What if I make you shave your beard and your head?
It's ridiculous. I'll do it. Like, if I lose and that's what you want to do, I will do it. But I don't like it. Brittany will
That's the point.
hate it.
I'm just trying to imagine you right now with no hair, and it's great.
Well, you'll never see the bald head. I mean, I don't know that I'm really cool, but I'll buzz it.
Maybe your eyebrows too.
I'm not doing my eyebrows. I will do just the eyebrows, but that's it.
Maybe I'll force
shaving all of my hair.
Maybe I'll force you to buy some chicken wings one day and put one of the chicken wing bones in your nose and wear it for like that for a week.
It will not fit. That is, I think you're overestimating the size of the septum ring.
What about you? Still have your ear things?
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Maybe buy a couple of those little itty bitty penises and put them in there. Wear them for a week.
Could maybe do that. I don't leave the house very often, so anything like that isn't really.
No, that's why it's fun because you don't have to show up to work really and get made fun of. I'll come up with something. I really wanted to make you buy me Nightingale though.
I mean, I would maybe do that just because I'm a good friend and I really want to play it with you. So yeah, no
anyway, it's enough game ranting, I guess, for everybody. We'll see you all in a week, and